Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, and in this video we are going to learn some tips for using pivot table in Excel, and these are all the things which you will learn in this video. So this is our data out of which we will create our pivot table. So before making your pivot table, first of all convert your data into a table. For this you just need to go to Insert tab, and then from here you can select table, or you can also press Ctrl T key and then press OK. So this is how your data is converted into a table. And now if you don't like the design of this table, you can convert it to a normal table without any design like this. And now we will make our pivot table. So for this we will use a shortcut key, that is Alt N V, or you can also go to Insert tab, and then from here you can select pivot table and then press OK. So now our second thing is group pivot table items. Now for this I will choose my order item in rows and their prices. Now if you want to group your pivot table items, like these are apple is a fruit and beans is a vegetable, so I want to convert or group my data into fruits and vegetables. So for this simply select all the fruits in your data and then right click of mouse, and then from here you can select group. So this is how you can group your data. Now if you want to group your vegetables, then select your vegetables, and then now again right click of mouse, and then from here you can select group. So this is how you can group your data. And now if you want to change your group name, like group 1, go to formula bar, and then here you can change its name like fruits. And now if you want to change the name of group 2, then again go to formula bar and then type the new name. So this is how you can group your data. Now the next thing is group dates. So now for grouping your dates, right click of mouse and then select group. So now this box will appear, and then here you can select date, months, quarter, years, anything you want to choose according to your needs. Like here I am choosing months. So here it is showing me the data in months only. Now again right click of mouse and then go to group. Now if I choose quarters from here instead of months, then it is showing me the total price in each quarter. Now again if I go to group, and then from here I am selecting years and quarters both. So it is showing me 2020 and its total and all the quarters, that is 1, 2, 3 and 4. Because I have only 1 year in my data, that is why it is showing only 2020. So this is how you can group your dates in pivot table. Now next is group numbers. Now if I take my prices in row label and my order items in values label, so here in my data it is showing me that for rupees 3000 only one order is placed, and for rupees 10,000 4 orders are placed, and so on. So if you want to group your numbers, then again right click of mouse and then from here select group, and here starting is rupees 3000 and ending is rupees 40,000 and buy. And if I type 2000 in buy and then press OK, so it has grouped my prices like 3000 to 5000, 5000 to 7000, 7 to 9000. So every amount has a gap of rupees 2000. Now again if I go to group, and then from here if I select 4000 instead of 2000, then it is showing me the gap of 4,000 in each price. So this is how you can group your numbers. Now next is data layout, and for this you need to go to design tab, and then from here you can select report layout, and if I select show in compact form, this is my data which is showing in a compact form. And now if I select on show in outline form, so this is how your data will show in outline form. And now show in tabular form, so this is how your data will be shown in a tabular form. Now next is highlight totals. Now for highlighting your totals, like if I want to highlight my rows in which I have totals like fruits total, vegetable total and so on, so simply put the cursor on fruit total, and here you will see this small arrow in black color. Simply click on this, and now all the rows in which you have your total will be highlighted. Then you can go to home tab, and then from here you can select any color of your choice. So this is how you can highlight your data. Now next is classic pivot table layout. So for this, right click of mouse and then go to pivot table options, and then from here go to display and then click on classic pivot table layout. So this is the classic pivot table layout where you need to drop your items like this. If I want regions in row field, then simply click drag and drop the region here. And now if I want my prices in columns, then again click drag and drop your prices in value field or in columns field like this. So this is how you can use your classic pivot table layout. Now next is show details behind any value. So in this table it is showing me the total of carrot, that is total price paid by all the customers for purchasing carrot. Now if I want how many customers have bought carrot, simply put the cursor on your price, that is 63,000 rupees, and then double click of mouse. So it is showing me the data of customers who have purchased carrot. Now next is delete the source data. Like here, this is my source data from which I have made my pivot table. If I delete my source data, now if again you want your source data back, if you have deleted your source data by mistake and then again if you want your source data back, then move on to your pivot table. Then from here put the cursor on grand total price and then double click on it. So this is how you can get your source data back if you have deleted your data by mistake. Now again next is replace empty cells. So like this is my data and I have empty cells for tomato, because in my source data there is a customer who has purchased tomato, but after that she has cancelled her order. That is why it is showing me 0 for that fruit or vegetable. So for this, in my pivot table also I am getting an empty cell, and if you want to replace your empty cell with any value, then put the cursor on that cell and then right click of mouse, and then from here select pivot table options, and then for empty cells value, tick on empty cells value and then type any value which you want instead of your empty cells. Like I want 0, so I am typing 0 and then press OK. So this is how you can fill your empty cells in your data. Now next is replace error values. Like if you have used any formula in your pivot table and it is showing you error as a result because there is some mistake in your formula, then then again right click of mouse and then go to pivot table options, and then from here for error values simply tick on error values show and then type anything whatever you want instead of that error, and then press OK. Now if you want to show the details, like if I double click on that price of onion, then I will get the details of onion. And you can also get your details by right click of mouse and then click on show details. Now next is automatically refresh data. Like if you want to refresh your data automatically, then again go to your pivot table and then right click of mouse, and then from here you can select pivot table options, and then from here go to data, and from data simply click on refresh data when opening the file, and then press OK. If you close your file and then again if you open your file, then your data will be refreshed automatically. Now next is multiple filters. Now for applying multiple filters, if I go to label filters and then type equals, like I want the sales data of Delhi only, and then press OK. So these are all the fruits or vegetables which are sold in Delhi. And now if I want any particular price, like I want the price greater than 10,000 only. Now again if I go to value filters and then equals, and if I type price greater than 10,000 and then press OK. So my label filters will get removed and my value filters is applied. But if I want both my label filter and value filter together, so for this you need to do right click of mouse, and then from here you can select pivot table options and then tools and filters. Here simply click on allow multiple filters per field and then press OK. Now again apply filters, like I have already applied value filters greater than 10,000 and then press OK, and in label filter I want equals to Delhi and then press OK. So now it is showing me the data for Delhi, and in Delhi also I am getting the results of the prices greater than 10,000. So this is how you can apply multiple filters in your data, and you can select anything from here like equals, doesn't equal, greater than, less than, and so on. And now if you want to remove your filters, simply go to value filters and then from here select clear data. Again go to label filters and then select clear filter. Now next is show report filter pages. Now for this, if I make region in filters, if I put region in filters like this, and then if I select region east only and then press OK, so it is showing me data for east only. And if I select north, then it is showing me data for north only. And now if I want the data for north, south, east and west in different sheets, like I want my north data in sheet 1 and then I want my south data in sheet 2. Now for this, simply go to analyze tab and then from here go to options, and then from here select show report filter pages and then press OK. So this is how I got my result, that is east, south, west. So this is my data for east region, and this is my data for south region, and this is my data for west region, and this is my data for north region. So this is how you can get your regions in separate sheets. Now next is insert blank rows. So now this is your data. So now for inserting blank rows, you can insert blank rows only if you have groups in your data. Like here I have fruits as one group in my data which has 4 items, and vegetables as my second group in my data which has 6 items. And now go to design tab and then from here you can select blank rows, and from here select insert blank line after each item and then click on it. So this is how you got an empty row in between your data. So it is showing me that fruit total is ending here, and then there is a blank space, and after that vegetable total is showing here. And now if you don't want these blank rows, again go to blank rows and then select remove blank line after each item. So this is how you can remove your blank lines. Hope you will like this video, and thank you for watching.